Suffering from the 3 Bs. What is that? Blow dryer brush breakage. Yeah, these things are super popular, but if you are not using it correctly, you are creating tons of breakage and damage on your hair. Let's talk about what that looks like exactly. You might be noticing throughout your hair, you have kind of shorter pieces throughout it, and it's maybe just in one spot. Maybe it's just on the crown, and all of a sudden you look and you just have hair that's maybe that long. That might be caused by your blow dryer brush. Or after you're using this super easy tool and you look on the floor and you have tons of tiny little hairs that have broken off from your hair, or maybe you brushed it and you're noticing a lot of flaking after brushing it, that hair is super dry and damaged. It might be from your blow dryer brush. Or this might be you. You have been doing your best of trying to grow your hair out. You're noticing regrowth. You got a lot of dark roots coming in, but your length just does not seem like it's growing at all. Those might be signs of your hair being damaged by, this guy right here. So how are you supposed to use this? What tips can I give you to make it so you're not damaging your hair while using this? I have 4 of them, and let's break it down. Biggest no-no you can do when using this is not using a thermal protectant or some kind of cream or serum in your hair that is going to protect your hair from the heat of this. Let's get real, it's a dryer brush, so there's heat coming out of it. So spray your thermal protectant on your hair. Make sure you're getting it all over. Brush it in so it's getting on your hair. Do not skip this step. I'm telling you, you may want to be lazy. You may just say, it's not going to really matter, but that is going to cause tons of damage on your hair when you're putting this much heat on it. You may notice on the brush, it says cool, low, high. Well, I mean, this guy is just one that I got off of Amazon. It's not the, Revlon one. I don't know if that one has different heat settings, but this is the speed of what the air is coming out as. But I haven't noticed with this one of it being low heat. It all just feels really hot. So again, that's why I say use that thermal protectant so you are not using too much heat on your hair, because that's gonna be causing that damage. As you notice, my hair looks kind of dry, kind of damp. That is what you want when you're using this. If you come straight out of the shower and your hair is sopping wet and you have not let it air dry at all or not towel dried it at all, if you are drying it from dripping wet to completely dry, that is not good for your hair at all. Rough dry it a little bit. If you want, say you have plans and you're like, well, I don't have time to let it air dry. Just rough dry it, then go in with this when it is roughly about 80 to 85% dry to get and hold that style that you're trying to do on your hair. Third important tip I'm gonna give you, and this is probably the biggest one I see with my clients, not sectioning your hair, and you just keep going over the same section over and over and over and over and over and over again because you're trying to get it dry. You need to make sure you know what dry even feels like. So if your hair, you get a lot of heat on it and it feels hot, let that puppy sit. Let it cool off before you touch it. If it still feels kind of cool to the touch or a little bit wet, that means it's not dry. But you do not want to take this dryer over and over and over and over and over and over again before letting it cool off, because it may already be dry and you are just drying the heck out of your cuticle, and that's going to create that breakage and drying and honestly frizziness to it. So make sure you're sectioning your hair and make sure you're not holding the blow dryer over the same spot while it's drying before knowing if it's dry or not. That is gonna be probably the biggest tip I can give you in this whole video, because a lot of people will try to get tons of lift and volume out of their hair. So where I notice the most damage is on the kind of crown root area, because people are trying to get max volume, max lift and really trying to get as much lift and volume out of that, but they're going over the same spot of their hair over and over and over again, and that's creating that damage. Or they're holding it like this while the blow dryer is going, and you have zero control on using a cool shot button or zero control on that temperature, and that is just really causing way too much heat in the same exact spot, and that's why you're seeing those short little pieces. All right, last tip number 4 is using this blow dryer brush multiple days in a row. I will say a lot of times it seems like, oh, I'm gonna give myself a really quick blowout and use this again on dry hair. This is a blow dryer brush for a reason. It is to dry your hair. So if your hair is already styled from the day before, I suggest putting this guy away for the next time you wash your hair and you're trying to style it again, and pick up a different tool, whether that be your curling iron, flat iron, hot rollers, using something completely different, because this is not going to be the tool you need for your second, third day of hair when it is already styled and dried. This is a blow dryer brush for a reason. Only use it when you are drying your hair. I hope you guys learned something in this video. Hopefully it breaks things down on why you may be having that 3Bs, that breakage from your blow dryer brush. And if you guys have any questions at all on maybe why your hair is looking damaged, leave them down in the comment box below. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you have. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.